Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the last call of 2023. I am Kayla Betts. I'm your Elite 1, Platinum Black 3, and I am super excited to be on today's Saturday team call. We have a lot of amazing lineups for you guys. We got some good promos, good things happening here. So first, before we get started, I want everybody to take a selfie of themselves and put it in your story. Tag a friend, tag another friend, tag a teammate. Show people how you are expanding your mindset on this amazing Saturday morning, and let's hype it up. We are social retail, which means we should be socializing on social media. So take your selfie, drop the team call, and I'm super excited. Again, I am Kayla Betts. I'm coming to you guys live from Pennsylvania. And I have been with Modere for about 3 years or so, and I'm super excited. Today I want to jump in and kind of shed some light on some of our promotions and things we have going on before I give you my spiel and my story. Right now we have the Lean 30 promo, which is phenomenal, where our customers can save between $25 and $30 off on this amazing promo. I mean, who does not want to lose some of this holiday weight, okay? We also have the 5-day drop. I mean, who doesn't want to drop it like it's hot and lose 5 pounds in 5 days? This drop is amazing if you're looking to reset your gut, reboost your metabolism, and lose 5 of those holiday pounds, lose the eggnog, lose the cookie weight. And not to mention, you can lose the 5 pounds in 5 days. So Lean 30 promo and the 5-day promotion is our promotion we have going on right now that ends on the 7th, which means you still have plenty of time to share your experience, share your products and your knowledge about the Lean 30 and the 5-day drop up until January 7th. So for those last-minute Lindas, for the procrastinators who don't have the time or the money right now, they have until January 7th to get their system and get up and going. I highly recommend you guys promote this promotion. It's phenomenal. I mean, again, saving $30 off a kit is wow, okay? Everybody could use some savings right now. Starting January 8th, we have a phenomenal new Modere Rewards program, which I am excited for. I'm amped. I'm pumped because it's basically helping our clients save more money. And everybody wants to save. So that program starts and launches on January 8th. So make sure you go to buzzshiftingretail.com to share with your team, share with your potentials, and share with the world what they potentially can be saving with our new rewards program. I have never seen a program like this before where your customers can get cash back. They're saving more than they're ever saving. All of the benefits, the free shipping with subscription, like it is phenomenal. So make sure you guys are checking out buzzshiftingretail.com where all of the events, promotions, and things are updated. I'm really excited to share this next one, and I'm going to move pretty fast because we only have an hour. But SRC, Social Retail Conference, is February 15th to February 18th. Let me just tell you this. If you're not signed up for SRC, you need to get your tail there. SRC is in Long Beach, California. Hello, Sunshine State. I'm super excited because it's a place where you get to refresh, refocus, and recharge. An event is where your businesses are made. You're able to network. You're able to see people within your organization, your sidelines, your downlines, your uplines, people that you've been watching and following for a long time. It's a really good place where you can reconnect and get connected with people that are like-minded like ourselves. And SRC is one of the events that everybody from Modere goes to, and we just kind of love on each other. The energy, you learn new things, and it's going to show you how to be disruptive. One thing about Modere is they know how to put on a good show. And SRC, I've never missed one since joining Modere. And the fact that it's in California is pretty cool because it's warm. I don't know where you guys are coming from, but it's cold and gloomy here in Pennsylvania where I'm ready for some sunshine. And not to mention, it's right after the new year, where you have time to reset, refocus, and recharge. So if you joined with an XM kit of this year, you already have your ticket. Get you a flight, get yourself there. find an upline, find a friend, find a downline, a sideline. Get your tail there, because I'm telling you, businesses, the events are going to help make your business grow, all right? I know personally for me, I try to take 5 to 10 teammates to SRC so they can feel the energy. It's something about an in-person training that reignites a fire within you, whether you are new to the team, old to the team. It kind of gets you reamped and refocused. And SRC is literally less than 60 days away, and I'm super excited to be able to see what's going to happen and what we have going on. So now that we talked about the Lean 30, the 5-day, the rewards program, I want to shed some light on who I am and why I'm so passionate about Modere. Again, I'm an Elite 1 Platinum Black 3, and I have been a Platinum Black for the past 2.5 years. And I want to share with you a little bit of my story to inspire and give some light to anybody who is feeling stuck or feeling like they're not where they want to be or where they should be. I started Modere originally back in 2017. I am one of the OGs, John would like to call us. But let me tell you about this OG in 2017. I wasn't coachable. I was Miss Know-It-All. I refused to invest in trainings. I refused to really be coachable and learn and adapt. I was very stubborn and stuck in my own way. I was one of those people that you call negative Nancy, where this isn't for me. It's only for rich people and people with big teams. So I quit Modere in 2018. I went to a different company where I thought the grass was greener on the other side. And baby, little did I know the grass was not green on the other side. So I ended up quitting network marketing in general. I quit. I said, this is not for me. I don't have a huge team. I'll never be successful. I was literally a toxic, negative ball of energy. 2019, I ended up having my third baby, which put me into a financial crisis. I had to get back on welfare, which was one of the most embarrassing things of my life to get back on. I was stuck in the hood. I lived in a violent drug area where there was no growth, nothing but toxicity. I literally felt stuck, and I said, you want to know what? I have 3 children. I'm tired of being on welfare. I'm tired of being broke. I'm so tired of being tired. And if you can relate, nod your head in the background. So I decided to reach out to one of my friends who's now my upline and said, girl, I need to be back in the game. Network marketing was the only thing to where I was able to be a mom, work on myself, and make some money. And at the time, I only needed to make $500 for groceries. I wanted to get off of welfare. I wanted to be able to do more and be more present with my family. My boyfriend at the time was already working 3 jobs, and we never saw him, so I felt like a single mom in a relationship, if that makes any sense. I started Modere back in 2021, and I said, you want to know what? It's time I go all in. It's time I get out of my own way. It's time I learn how to be coachable. It's time that I learn how to utilize the tools, the trainings, and literally keep surrounding myself with people doing better. 2021, I stopped watching television. I stopped partying. I literally downgraded my life to prioritize my mind, meaning I stopped partying with friends. I literally only focused on developing a stronger mindset, started reading more books, started going to events, started allowing myself to be coachable, and I moved out of the way. I told myself, Kayla, you will be successful. You are going to do this. Being on welfare in the hood, trying to run a business is the hardest thing ever because you're surrounded by negativity. But I made a promise to my children that this time mommy's not going to quit, even when it gets hard. In my first year back in Modere, I hit Elite 1, which is over 100,000 in team volume, and I smashed Platinum Black 3, which is the highest rank on the promoter side, which is over 50,000 in personal sales. Let me tell you this, when I got that paycheck, I almost fainted and didn't know what to do with myself. I realized that I was in my way of my own success for years. The moment that I stopped comparing myself to the next person, the moment that I realized that I needed to develop my mindset, I started winning. I started going to more trainings like John Melton's trainings, Tony Zalecki's, Brandon Marina's trainings. I don't miss events. And since then, I moved out of the hood. I'm no longer on welfare. And I have built a very successful online business while raising my 3 children. I put my kids into one of the top-notch schools. I retired my husband from 2 of his jobs where now he only works part-time, all because I decided to take my business seriously and not treat it like a side hustle. I realized I was in the own way of my success. I realized I was not utilizing all of the tools that were given to me. I realized I didn't know it all and decided to keep on doing personal development, which changed my whole entire mindset and the view on life. If you are somebody right now and you are feeling stuck in your life and you can't figure it out, what I want you to do is sit down and have a really conversation with yourself and ask you, are you in the way? And if the answer is yes, you're going to move to the side, you're going to create a plan, and you're going to learn how to develop your mindset. Once you have clarity, clarity equals power. The moment I found clarity, I felt like I was on top of the mountain and I was accomplished. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm 17 steps ahead of the game. Coming from welfare and food stamps and not really having inspirational people around me, I decided to be the light to inspire other people. I created the light for my own tunnel, and now I inspire other people to become their own light. Only you can rescue yourself. Back in 2017, I realized I wasn't hungry enough for the success. When I hit rock bottom, there was no more to go. It was only up from there. 2021 taught me 2 things. Believe in yourself and stop looking for others to rescue you. You become your own rescue boat. The moment you depend on yourself and only you, and the moment that you start making these moves, you're going to feel weights being lifted off your shoulder. I love Modere. I love our products. I love how we have a dual comp plan. I love the fact that you don't need a big team. You don't have to come from a huge organization. You can be your little old self and build an empire around you. It's all about applying yourself, being coachable, getting out of your own way. Stop overthinking and just do it. Like Nike's motto is just do it. Commit. Commit to your business. Commit to yourself that you are going to be successful. You are going to get your health together. You are doing this for you and the people around you. Don't overthink and just do it. A lot of us out there, it's really easy to overthink and make excuses and all of that, but that's what's stopping you from moving forward. Stop the excuses today. Look for a solution. Being an entrepreneur, we are problem solvers. We find a problem and create a solution. If you are the problem, you need to create a solution. 2023 has been 1 year for the books for everybody around the world, but let me tell you what. I never stopped running. I never stopped being consistent. I show up every single day to business. I go live every single day. I work even when I don't want to work. You want to know why? Because this is my business and only I can control the outcome. If you are not where you want to be right now, move out the way, create a plan, and execute it. Break your plans down. Excuses stop today. We are going into 2024. We all are moving forward. I don't care if you are bronze, silver, senior consultant, or if you are an elite 3. You leave the excuses in 2023, move out of the way, and make some money moves for 2024. Get to SRC. If you can't get to SRC, John Melton and all the Zaleckis and all the other amazing people are hosting an event in Florida. Find a way to get to a training this year, an in-person one. I can guarantee you it's going to change your mindset, your life, and how you look at your business. This business has truly been amazing to me and my family, and I hope that my story was able to inspire someone else out there. I don't come from a big team. I have built this from the bottom up. Modere is my first and my last home, and it feels really good to finally work hard and push through and get rid of all the excuses and hit my goals. So this morning we do have an amazing lineup for you guys. I'm super excited. I'm ready to learn from these amazing people, and it was an honor that John had asked me to do this training call. If you guys don't know, the Meltons are phenomenal people, and he is one of my mentors that I look up to, and I just want to thank him and the people in M-Life and in Modere and all of the other teams for just being you and inspiring all of us to keep moving forward. So with that being said, I want to introduce the next lovely Miss Yasmin. She is a wife and mom from Hawaii. Aloha, first of all. She had enough of the old way of doing network marketing and wanted to find a way to be creative with real money freedom with the ATM model. So Miss Yasmin, who is, I believe, let me make sure I'm going to get this correct, she is an Elite 3, which is 300,000 in team organizational points, and she is a Platinum Black 1, which means that's 15,000 in personal sales. Miss Yasmin, it's your showboat. I want to hear what you got to say. Let's go, girlfriend.
Hello, everyone. Aloha. Super excited to be here. Wow, Kayla, this is the first time I've ever heard your story, and I am so inspired by you. Like Kayla said, I'm coming to you guys from Hawaii, and it is really early here. But every time I get on this Saturday call, it wakes me up, and I have so much energy for the day. So a little bit about myself. I want to tell you guys a little bit about myself, but I want to give you guys some really good stuff to like end this last couple of days of 2023, which is wild we're here, and how to really like run into 2024. But I've actually been in the industry now for almost 10 years, which wow. I feel old just saying that. But I started in May 2014, and I've been with Modere now coming up on 7 years. So just like Kayla talked about the OG Club, I'm an OG member too. We got another OG member going to come on a little later today. But I am proud to say that I got started here in 2017, and I remember then, Modere was awesome then, but it's even more amazing now. And I always saw that vision of what Modere was going to turn into, and I really, I always see that. Like, I would tell everybody here, have a vision for yourself, but also see the vision of what Modere is doing and where it's going, and I really feel that in 2024. So I came from the traditional corporate background, as I'm sure a lot of people here, they're in the corporate world. I was doing that for about 10 years, and I was really closed-minded. That was the only way I knew of success. That's the only thing I was ever taught. This is what you do. You go to school, you get good grades, you go to college, and you get a good job. And I was I was on that, move up the corporate ladder track, and I was thinking, this is what I'm going to be doing, I guess, till I retire. And it just really hit me one day, and it was probably 8 to 9 years in, and I was is this really what I'm going to do? And I had my version of a breakdown then, and really a breakthrough that got me really clear that wasn't the track for me anymore. I wasn't meant to be there. And it's very interesting because it was actually during the recession, or last recession, 2007 and 9, and we had pay freezes. And I actually shared this a month ago, and I think it's really relevant right now, with just how the inflation is right now. And I just remember we were experiencing that then, inflation, and our company would always give us pay raises, right? Typically in the corporate world, every year you get your 3 to 10% pay raise, and we had pay freezes. we had pay freezes for a couple of years, and I remember everybody being like, well, we just have to be grateful that, you know, we didn't get laid off and we didn't lose our job. And it was probably, I think it was 2010. We finally started to get our pay raises again. And your pay raises usually have to do with, like, where you live in the world, right? Like, based on the cost of living. So they do your percentage based on that, and then maybe they'll add a little bit more for productivity. And I just remember, like it was yesterday, that my paycheck increased by $20 after years of pay freezes. And
wow.
that meant I would only get $40 more a month. And I was like, what? Like, this makes no sense. This literally doesn't make sense to me anymore. I mean, if you think about it now, like, you could sell a bio cell and make that kind of money
right.
now that I know what I know. But I'm like, how am I ever going to get ahead in life? Like, how am I, like, am I going to keep doing this? Like, is this the success model? And, you know, that's when I was really open to, like, there's got to be another way. There's got to be a different way. And that's when really the right person at the right time talked to me about this industry. Actually, a lot of you guys know her, Marina Simone. She's the one that introduced me to this whole network marketing world. Very grateful for her. And it was really the right time. It's like I was so desperate to get out of that situation. And I had actually, I had hated on the industry for so long, for about 10 years. Maybe some of you guys can relate to that. Like, you were just so
yep.
turned off by it or didn't want to hear about it it was 10 years. But it's that moment, when, Kayla, when you were describing, you were sick and tired of being sick and tired, that's where I was. I was desperate for change. And so I was finally, I started my network marketing business. I did that, though, part-time, because I still had my job, and I would just fit it in. So, for, everybody that has jobs, I would just do it during my lunch break. I would do it in the evenings or on the weekends. Anytime I could fit it in, I was doing my network marketing business, and I did that for 2 years till I was able to finally leave my corporate job. And that was actually my first company. So I was, that was an amazing experience, but I got to a point where I realized, wait, this model isn't working for me anymore. I had now, when I first got started, I didn't have a husband, I didn't have a child, and then I did, and I was doing network marketing, and that company, was the traditional network marketing model where you had, my business was based on how many home parties I was going to have. When I would do my business planning, it was all right, how many home parties, how many events do I have on my calendar? And that's how I would figure out numbers and stuff like that. And we were always doing, 3-way calls, and it was very heavily recruited on building a team and not selling products. And it was taking time away from my family, being on the phone, doing parties, doing events. And I really just, I wanted what I call a new version of freedom again, so I could be with my husband and son. And that's really when we found Modere in 2017, like I said. And since then, it's just been so amazing. It was definitely a learning curve going from that model to the complete online model, but it was exactly what I was looking for. And we came, it took me about, I say 3.5 years to get Elite 3, but it really took me 6.5 years. If I take my experience from the first company and my experience in Modere, it took me 6.5 years to do it, with all the skills I learned from the beginning of the industry. But it's been so awesome. I actually, what Modere has done for me, there's so many things. I could just make a list of everything. I'm from the East Coast. I'm actually from Maryland, not far from you, Kayla, but I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. Yeah, and I live here in Hawaii. I live here in Hawaii, and this business allows me to, go back and forth. I can go be with my family, and on the East Coast. I can be here in Hawaii, and I can, run my business from anywhere if I have a phone or a laptop. But honestly, like, one of my biggest dreams I was able to fulfill with Modere is we built a house in Hawaii. And it's literally like I wake up every day and I'm like, somebody pinch me, is this real? Because we live, like, if you think of Hawaii paradise, that's exactly what I wake up to every day, with like ocean views and like jetting green mountains. And I'm just so grateful for Modere and for this business. I would say besides that, like, the number one thing is, like, I get to be with my husband and my son, and we're always together. We spend, time. Yeah, we spend time traveling together, and I said, like I said, I get to go and see my family any time. But really, like, the gift of this business is time. When I first started, it was like I was so desperate to get out of my money situation and to make more money. And now for me, it's really just having time. Like, having time. Our time is so precious. Like, we're only here for a certain amount of time, and every single second counts. And like, I want to be with my loved ones. Like, I want to spend, like, those moments for me are so precious. So that's a little bit about me and my story and how I got to Modere. I would love to just give you guys, like, some of my, like, best tips to you right now. I mean, Kayla talked about what we have going on right now, like, things to look forward to. And I would say, for sure, like looking at what we have right now, right? Like, the one thing I always tell my team is, like, focus on, like, what's happening right now. Right now we have this huge promo. Like, this is a really, really big promo. Like, I hope you can see that, because right now it's get healthy season. Like I always say, like, we just came off of eating season. It's now get healthy season. And we have this promo to leverage right now. And actually my sister-in-law and my upline, Brandy, she said something earlier this week to her team. She's like, don't wait. Like, don't wait till January 1st to, like, get back to working. I know it's, like, really special time right now for a lot of people, like, being with family and quality times, and that's important. Like, that is totally important, but don't wait till January 1st to start working your business again. Like, she said, if you wait, you're always going to be waiting. Like, you're setting the tone for yourself and your business if you wait till January 1st. So I want to tell you, like, be urgent. Be urgent. We got 2 days left of December, right? And then if you want to include backdating, we have backdating too. So technically we got 5 days to close out the month with this promo that we have right here in front of us. So be urgent. There's so many people right now, like, they are waiting for you to tell them about this promo, because they are trying to figure out right now, what are they going to do to get healthy? So that's number one. That's, like, what's happening right now. And then, of course, the other thing I would tell you is, like, if you're really serious about this business, like, if like, I want to figure this out, right? Like Kayla said, when she came back, she was like, I have to make this work. Like, I have to figure this out. Like, if you know that you're serious about this business, like, attend the events, right? So we have our virtual one coming up next week. We have SRC coming up. Like, be at the corporate events. I have only missed one event in 10 years. And I, like, the thing that I remember this, I always remember this. It was my first week in network marketing, and I remember my upline leaders were like, you have to go to the events. Like, if you really want to figure out this business, you want to master it, like, you want to make 6-7 figures, like, you must be at the events. And I want to tell you, like, be at the events, like, figure out how you're going to do it. And we have, the virtual event next week. Like, there really is no reason, right, that we can't attend the virtual event next week. And then we have, SRC coming up. And we really are set up, like, especially this first quarter of 2024, to just some amazing things rolling out, products, the events, the new customer program to really just look forward to, be excited about, leverage, and be urgent in our business. So, the other thing I want to tell you is, like, now that we're going into 2024, which I'm actually I'm beyond excited for 2024. I know, like, of course, every single day we get to start new and fresh, but there's something about, like, when you start a brand new year, it's like we're all together, like, as humans starting fresh, as a group. So I'm really excited for you guys. I would tell you, for you guys that are here right now, I want you to think about 1 year from now, in December 2024. Where do you want to be? Like, what do you want your Modere business to look like 1 year from now? Like, how much money do you want to be making? How many team members do you want to have? Like, what rank do you want to be? Do you want to be on that escape trip? We're going to find out what the escape trip is at SRC. Like, do you want to be there? And I really encourage you, like, if you were on Michelle Barnes's her goal-setting call 2 weeks ago, which was absolutely incredible. If you haven't listened to it, I really would encourage you to go back and listen to that, because really take the time to, like, write it out and visualize that, because she said most people spend more time planning a vacation than they do their life, let alone 2024. So I really want you to take the time, like, write it out, visualize it. Like, one of my favorite people in the world, Bob Proctor, who I've learned so much from, he talks about, if you see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. So you have to see where you want to be December 2024 in your mind. And you truly, like, you have to believe it so that you can physically create that. And of course, you got to do the work, right? Like, it takes the work to get there. I think, like, we forget how simple it is what we do. It's actually really simple. But the thing is, most people, they lack that mental and that physical discipline to do the steps every single day. And I'm not saying every day you feel like it. I'm talking about every single day. Because consistency over time compounds into massive results.
Yeah.
So
love that.
One last thing I want to tell you guys is, going into 2024, is I want you to take this one phrase out of your mind, because you probably say it more in your mind than you actually say out loud. And that's the phrase, I can't. Like, I can't get on my team calls because it's bedtime. I can't get on Saturday call because it's madness on the weekends. I can't be an elite. I can't do social media like her. I can't be like her. I can't go to SRC. Like, I want you to get that phrase out of your mind, because a lot of times, like, again, we might not say it out loud, but we say it in our head. And when we say those words, we literally turn off all the possibilities that are, like, waiting for us, like all the abundance, all the opportunities, all the doors that are waiting to be open. When we say those words, we subconsciously tell our mind, like shut down, close off, it's not happening. So I want you to change I can't to how can I X, Y, and Z. How can I make it to my team calls? How can I be on the Saturday team call every week? How can I be at SRC? How can I become elite? How can I become a platinum black? How can I become a speaker on the Saturday team call? How can I become a speaker at SRC? How can I get really good at social media? And when you start doing that, this is what Bob Proctor also says too. When you ask yourself a question, you start to look for the answers. And so you start opening up your mind to seeing possibilities when you start saying, how can I? So that's what I want to leave you guys with today. It was so awesome to be here with you. Thank you, Kayla. Thank you, everybody, for having me on. And I'm super excited. I can't wait to see everybody at SRC in Long Beach.
Thank you, Yasmin. That was amazing. I appreciate all of the gems you have dropped. And I'm looking forward to meeting you in SRC. We must take a selfie when I see you in SRC. So thank you for sharing everything this morning. So we're going to go in with our next amazing person lined up. We have Miss Sandy. She is a stay-at-home mama of 4, looking to make some extra money for vacations and extras. Now of 11 years, she is a single mom with her sole income. So, Sandy, I know you're moving, but can you feel free to hop on the call and drop us some gems, love?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I sure can.
Awesome. Thank you, Kayla. Those stories are like I have chills. Even after 11 years, I have chills. So I'm going to share a little short part of my story just to start off to get you to understand where I come from. I am Sandy Humpel. I've been at Modera now for 7 years. I came over here from another company. I did not come with a team. I came with one person. And I came at a time in my life that I thought I was done with network marketing. I had been in another company for 4.5 years, had hit the top of the company, but I could not duplicate myself. So I will tell you part of that when I get to it. But let me just tell you, I am a high school dropout. I was a teenage mom. I did not go to college. And I really was at a point in my life when I found network marketing that I could not figure out what is it that I want to do with my life. I was not a good employee. I do not like someone to tell me what to do. I did not want you to tell me how much vacation time I had or sick time or time with my kids. I didn't do well with that. I didn't like school. So college really wasn't even in my vocabulary. And I accidentally found network marketing, and I thought, no way. I hear all these success stories. That's not real. I'll never be able to achieve that. I mean, here I am, almost like Kayla. I was also on welfare. I was a single mom for years with my son that I had when I was a teen. And the only thing I knew in life was I watched my parents work 2 to 3 jobs to make ends meet, and I thought that's the norm. So I was a little lost when I found network marketing. But I said, you know what? I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a try, and I thought nothing would come out of it. Here I am 11 years later, and this is my sole income. I am paying cash for college for my daughter, and I am still, I think I heard someone else say this, I still wake up every day wanting to pinch myself, is this real? But the reason I want to share that with you is so many people, and you'll find this as you're out prospecting, do not believe in themselves enough that they can achieve success. They believe in what society says. Go to school, go to college, get in debt, work till you're 70, try to pay back all your debt and live paycheck to paycheck and have someone else rule your life. It doesn't have to be that way. You don't have to be anything special to make it in network marketing. And here, so when I was with the other company, I had no upline, I had no support, and I had never done this before in my life. So what I did was I followed a lot of people, and I just did what they did. I believe 100% duplication, guys. You do not have to even think for yourself here. You follow what the people that have the life that you want, follow what they're doing, and you'll get what they got. But you have to self-discipline yourself. You have to believe in yourself. So that means self-develop every single day. I did not come into this industry with any confidence. I came in as a broken, high school dropout, teen mom with that on my mind, that I wouldn't have success, that I would just be a mom for the rest of my life, working dead-end jobs. But as I started to grow myself by following other people and doing what they did, I hit the top of that other company, and it gave me confidence. It gave me, oh, my gosh, look, I did it. But we didn't have a system there. So the difference between that company and a lot of other companies is we have an ATM system. It is genius, guys. I do not like spending all day, 80 hours a week in my messenger trying to explain stuff. And when I found Modera and I got added to our ATM group, I saw that, oh, gosh, So I get people interested, I add them to a group, and I tag them. This is simple. A 90-year-old can do it or a 9-year-old can do it. You simply got to create some curiosity and have people ask you, what is that product? What is it that you're doing? How are you making money? How did you lose the weight? You want to get people to ask you those questions, and then you add them to a group, you tag them, and you message them. I think that we all overthink this. We're always thinking more into it, thinking we have to explain more, say more, and do more, when if you just keep it, I call it stupid simple, keep it stupid simple, meaning that way, when you're talking to prospects, they see what you do, right? They ask you about it, you add them to a group, and then you message them. And the group answer their questions, tag them on the video. And I think that a lot of people that come into this, they just overthink it. And so overthinking paralyzes you. And it gets you to where you're not actually in action to build your business. Another big thing that I want to talk about is life is going to happen, guys. In 11 years of being in this industry, I've had many, many deaths in my family. I've had divorce. I've moved from Virginia to Florida. So many things have happened in life, but your business has to be your priority. If you want to build this, someone said it earlier, consistency is everything. Maybe tomorrow you do more than you do today, but you've got to do something every single day in your business. You've got to show up. Getting on these calls will help you. They will inspire you. They will drive you. Getting to the event is golden. I've never missed an in-person event because I think, let me see if I can get this right, how the story goes. Not everyone who attends events makes $100,000 a year, but everyone that makes $100,000 a year attends events. That was said to me 10 years ago. And ever since it's been said to me, I've never missed an event. Listen, I know that times are hard. Money is tight for a lot of people. Room up with your teammates. Find someone. We have an incredible, we have Rider Nation, we have M Life Nation. Those two groups alone, you can partner with your sidelines. You can rent a hotel and 4 of you stay to a room. Bring your sleeping bags. Do whatever it takes to get your butt in the seat to be there, because being virtual, although it's still good, it will never, ever give you what you need when you walk out of there. My life has been changed by events, not just being in business, my life, period. So we got SRC coming up. I hope that everyone gets there. And then let me just tell you this, too, because I was thinking about this earlier, and I'm all over the place. I did not take notes because I don't like people to think that you have to know everything. I winged it. And I know that sounds crazy. Some people are green personality, and they plan everything out, and they have it all this stuff. Guys, I have strictly worked on Facebook. I have not built my business on any other platform. I don't use scripts. And some people will like scripts and want to use scripts, but I do not. I have literally just gotten very passionate and excited that I can help people with their bank account or with their health. And I'm so excited when I hear these stories, because here's the deal. In the beginning of this, when I came over to Modere, it was sink or swim, guys. I had quit the other company. My income, I was the income provider. It was gone. I had no choice but to make this work. So I did not give myself any options. I went in on a 90-day run, if you've ever heard of that. I went in on a 90-day run, and I said to John Melton, tell me how to get to $10,000 a month as quick as possible. You know what he told me? Write this down. ATM your face off. So every day I challenge myself, how many people can I ATM today? Right? With all the stuff that's out there now, with, Project Brock, and all this stuff that's out there now, I feel like we've gotten away from that. As I've never changed that. I have stuck to the old school that I knew 7 years ago when I started Modere that worked. I came in, he told me to ATM my face off, and within 4 months, I hit Elite 3. Matter of fact, just to tell you how life is going to get in your way and that you can't let it take over, the month that I hit Elite 2 and Elite 3 in 1 month, I was moving from Virginia to Florida. But
Did you say 4 months you hit Elite 3?
Yes, ma'am.
I almost fell out my chair. Lord have mercy.
And that's not normal, right? Some people may take 5 years. Some people may take 4 months. But I was determined because I didn't have a choice. I had to make this work. And so I just ran. I did exactly what he told me. I did not overthink it. I did not care about anything. I don't know the comp plan to this day, guys. I literally just ATM my face off, got really excited about it, told everyone I knew about it, and just worked until I hit my goal that I needed. And so that's exactly the point of that message, is that here's what happens. If you get started and you've got your business going, and you might not even see results yet, but it's going, if you're consistent for more than a week, keep going, keep going, keep going. You're not going to see the results. You're not going to see the results. Over time, you're going to see those results. But you've got to show up every day. And, yeah, there are days, I think Kayla said this, that you don't feel like working your business. Well, guess what? I bet there's a lot of days that you don't feel like going to your job. But we still have to go. Treat your business like a business and make money. When you treat it like a hobby, you pay money. When you treat it like a business, you make money. So although you've got to know that life is going to happen, it's never going to stop. You got to make your business a priority, and you've got to fall in love with what we have here. Because being at another company and knowing a lot of other companies and people in a lot of other companies, they do not have what Modere has. The leadership here, John Melton, Michelle Barnes, Nadia, like you can just name it. I can't even, it would take me all day to name all the incredible leadership we have. Our CEO, Ozma, the vision of this company and where we're headed. That's why these events and these calls and everything like that is so important, so that you can capture that vision and then you hold on to that vision. And then you have to have the vision for yourself. Where, I think someone said this earlier, where will you see yourself in a year? Next year at this time. We all come into it with big dreams. And then as it gets a little bit hard or we don't see immediate results, we let those dreams go. So I will tell you what I do. I have my why, and it is to provide financial freedom because I don't ever want to go back to work. It is to be able to rule my own life, not be in debt, be debt-free, pay cash for college like I'm doing. And some days when those dreams slip or I tend to forget them because it gets a little hard, gets a little sticky at times, it's not always rainbows and unicorns, you got to go back to your why. And I always say this, if you can look at your why, which is a lot of you, your children, maybe your spouse, you can look at your why and tell them, nah, I quit. It got too hard. Somebody told me no. I didn't get a sale today. You can look at your why and tell them that you quit, then quit. But I know me, and if your why is deep enough, you won't be able to do that. I could never walk into my daughter's room and say, guess what, Mom's quitting, now you got to pay for your own college. I'm done. Right? So keep your why at the top of your mind. Stay so freaking consistent that people are like, she's crazy. What is she doing? Right? That's how you draw people's attention. Be loud. Be crazy. Have fun. Like, enjoy what you're doing. And the only way you can do that is to engulf yourself into this business, into your teams. We have team chats. We have team pages. We have trainings every day. We have millions of dollars worth of training within this team. It blows my mind because for 4.5 years of the other company, I had none of that. So that's a new person coming in right now. You literally have so much support and an easy launch system, an easy ATM system. I didn't say the business was easy, but we have easy systems and easy launch programs that can help you get your business off the ground. But you got to show up. You got to be consistent. You got to believe in the vision of the company and believe in the vision of yourself and your life. And you've got to work it. Because nothing comes easy, guys. But I'm telling you, the freedom, when I look back at what I thought I was going to be at 46 years old as a single mom, you know, on welfare, working 2 to 3 jobs, struggling. When I look back, I am forever grateful that I found an opportunity that my past does not mean anything. That you, no matter where you come from or what you've been through or where your life's at right now, you can have success too. You got to believe in yourself. Believe in your upline. If you don't have an upline, go find one. If your upline quit, go find the next leader. This company is so willing to grab your hand and pull you with them. So stay in your team chat. Get on your team calls. Get involved, because when you do, I mean, I think Kayla said this earlier, like, I'm Modere for life. This is it for me. I've never, ever felt a family in business like this. So it's here for you. You just got to take advantage of it. You have gold in your hands right now. And if you did not get on Michelle Barnes' goal-setting call 2 weeks ago, you can still get on it. You got 8 more days. It's free for till January 8th. So that's 10 days. Anyways, MichelleBarnes.com. You can go and listen to this call. Give yourself 3 hours. It's a 3-hour call. And make sure that you write down those goals and you set those goals. That call, every single year that she does it, has changed many, many lives. So don't miss out on that. If you do not know how or where to connect so that you can be surrounded by like-minded people, get with the person that enrolled you or the elite leader on your team. We've got M Life Nation, like I said. If you went through all the training and all the information in there, that would take you forever. You got Rhino Nation. But it's all up to you. And I think someone said this earlier. So it is you versus you. Although you have a ton of support, you have the ATM system, we have all these amazing promos that we get every single month that Modere gives us. It's still, at the end of the day, you versus you. And I think Kayla said this. You've got to be responsible for yourself. It is not your upline. It's not your sideline or your downline. It is all you. So my words that I'll end this with is, I also was probably like some of you are feeling, that I would never be successful. I would never earn 6 figures. I'd never be debt-free, control of my time, being able to move to Florida on the water. That wasn't even a thought in my head because I allowed the outside world to tell me who I was going to be. But you have a lot of people here that believe in you. This is more than just money. Maybe you joined for the extra money, and I get it, so did I. But over time, it becomes about changing other people's lives. And when you can meet another single mom that you can tell your story to, then you can watch her retire, her spouse, and pay off her debt and become debt-free. When you have those stories that you help create, that is what it becomes. So believe in yourself, show up for yourself, set some goals, and listen. Do not wait till January 1st. You can start right now. When we hang up this phone call and you feel so inspired and excited from the call, that will wear off. So when you have those feelings, you got to run with it. And then every single day, do what it takes to get those feelings again. And only you can do that. So go listen to a call, a training, whatever it is for you. Go exercise, whatever releases those endorphins that make you feel amazing. You need to do that every day because you're an entrepreneur. And in entrepreneurs, we don't have a boss, so we are in control of us. So that's it. Let's run into 2024, guys. We've got some amazing things coming from Modere. It's going to be an incredible year, and I can't wait to hear each of you on this phone call one day.
Thank you, Sandy. That was amazing. Well, I'm going to be picking your brain soon after this call. I'll give you a couple of days because, man, hitting E3 in a few months, man, you blew my socks off. I almost fell out my chair, man. Woo! So I'm excited. Thank you for sharing, and definitely it was very inspirational talking to you, and I hope you have an amazing new year, and thanks again.
Thank you, Kayla.
We have a friend of mine who's up. I had the privilege of meeting Miss Robin at one of the Elite Retreat events that John hosts every year, and she's an amazing person. And Miss Robin is a wife, a mom, and a Gigi, and she is a former executive from working 60-plus hours, and she is a Director 1 Platinum 3, who I personally had the opportunity to challenge going live. So I'm excited to see what Robin has to say to finish the call. And Robin, the floor is all yours.
Thank you, Kayla. I appreciate you, my dear. I have a little bit of a different story here. I was an executive, a top executive actually. I was VP of sales in an IT information technology company, and I sold to the federal government. And I did this for 25 years. And I had had enough, and I didn't know what I was going to do, and I prayed and prayed and prayed for God to show me a new path. Modere kept appearing in my life. And I was like, nope, I'm not doing network marketing again. I had been with several other companies. I'd never found success. I spent more than I ever made, and I just kept shutting that door every time it appeared. So at one point, I did become a customer, absolutely love the products. They're the best products I've ever tried. And I saw Sandy Humpel, who is my teammate, who was just spoke. She put on her Facebook page, would anyone be willing to do a referral post for me? And I had been on the products. I had lost 30 pounds. I said, sure, I'll do a referral post for you. Well, I did that referral post. And if you guys don't know what a referral post is, you need to learn what it is. I did a referral post for her, and it blew up. I had so many comments on it, people wanting the product, wanting to try it. So I texted Sandy really quick. I said, hey, don't contact these people. I'm signing up. What do I got to do? So I signed up, and within a week, I had already earned I bought the top kit. I had already earned all of that back in less than a week. I hit the top of the comp plan at the time on the promoter side, just selling the products in 2 months. Month 4, I decided to quit my multiple six-figure income and do this full time. I went from working 60-plus hours a week to less than 20. I have time freedom. I have time to spend with my grandchildren and my family. But what this has done for me is I've been here almost 4 years. So I built the business in 3 years. I worked every day. And then in 2022, and I'm sorry if I get emotional here, in 2022, my father had cancer, and I was taking him to all his chemo appointments, all his radiations appointments, and I got to spend so much time with him that last year. And if I had never found Modere, I would have never been able to do that. So that is one huge blessing. And I didn't really work my business that year. It was the consistency that kept me going those 3 years and the residual income that it allowed for that year without my father, or with being with my father. And then I lost him September of last year, and I wanted to quit. And my father is the one who instilled a work ethic in me. And I prayed one night to God, please help me, show me a sign, do something. And again, he kicked my rear end and showed me Modere. He's like, this is where you're supposed to be. And it was my father who was actually telling me this. And he kicked my butt, and my work ethic kicked back in. I got out of the deep, dark hole of depression that I was in. And I just can't say it enough what Modere has done for me personally. I'm so grateful that Sandy introduced me to this company. I'm so grateful for all of the leadership that we have here. And just let me say, if you've ever been in network marketing and you had to spend it to make it, you don't do that here. The only money I've spent here is for my kit. We get our products for free every month. We don't have any website fees, with no parties, nothing like that. It's all on social media, and it's just been such a blessing. I work, like I said, 20 hours a week. I can work from anywhere in the world. My husband and I like to travel. We like to travel with our family, and it's just been a huge blessing. So what I'm going to leave you guys with is take a bet on yourself. Take the bet. If you're questioning it, just take that bet. Bet on you, and it'll pay off.
I love that. 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 Amazing story, Robin. And I had the privilege of meeting you at the mountains, and you definitely are touching a lot of people. And sharing that little bit of story about your father, I'm sure is touching many people that are on this call right now. I'm very proud of you and everybody who was on this call. We got gems from everybody, and like Robin said, you got to believe in yourself and just do it. And the fact that we have the privilege of being able to run a business from anywhere you have Wi-Fi or a cell phone is truly amazing, especially in today's world. Before we end this call, one thing that I want to say is get ready to rock and roll 2024, and whatever you are going through or what you have gone through for 2023, leave it here. Start 2024 on a new foot, on a good foot, on an energized foot. Believe in yourself and move out the way, guys. Find an upline, sideline, downline, and make friends, build, connect, network, and hop on these trainings that we have. Every week there's some kind of training, whether it's John Melton's training, Bryn, Marina, Amber's, Tony, Sarah, Brandon, and any of these people, West Bewley, these people truly are amazing, and we all can learn from them and what they have to offer. I want to thank everybody for having me host today's Saturday Team Call, and let's crush the last 2 days. We still have some days to crush, to rank up, and if you need to, reach out to your elite and backdate. But, guys, let's move forward, and let's really run for 2024, and I hope everybody has an amazing, safe, and blessed New Year's Eve and New Year's, and I'm truly thankful that Motor has me. And thank you, guys. It was a blessing and amazing Saturday Team Call.